Hello, thanks for tuning in. Today we're going to look at the HaloXT Multi-Use Flashlight by 4Patriots. If you haven't seen my other video on the 4Patriots power cell, click the link above. This is a multi-use flashlight that has a compass, powerful magnet, window breaker, and a steel blade seatbelt cutter. So this is designed to stay in your car with you. And as we can see here, it's solar powered. It says dual USB charger. And there's our address and phone number. And that's basically all you see on the box. So let's get the actual flashlight out here. All right, as we can see, it's a decent size, fits in the hand well. It's got a lanyard here with an adjustable strap and also a little tension bead. This does have a quick disconnect here so that you can disconnect it. Has a small solar panel here with a LED indicator to indicate that it is charging. There's your power button. And there's a plastic piece that comes over this that I guess would protect this from turning on. It was packaged like that. I'm not sure if you keep it and use it, but you can. It's got some little knurled grips in there. You got the compass on one side. There's your magnet, your window breaker, your seatbelt cutter. Flashlight looks like one Cree LED. And it has a neon ring on there that glows in the dark. If you unscrew the cap here, you reveal the power port, and it's got a USB-C charger and a regular USB output. Click the button and the blue light indicates that it is ready to put out power. This is rated at 2000 milliamp hours, I believe. I was only able to get about half of that out, about 1000 milliamp hours, which is still pretty decent for an emergency situation. But they do rate it at 2000, so it is a little under spec. I could only get about a maximum of 0.75 amps draw on it before this would shut down internally. So I'm going to assume there's about an 18650 battery in there. So at 0.75 amps, you should be able to charge most devices, at least a cell phone to get an emergency call out, excuse me. It's got a decent heft to it. It's head heavy up here because of all the equipment on there. We'll go through the features of it. So if you press it once, the flashlight turns on, and this flashlight is extremely bright. If you press it again, it dims down. Press it a third time, you go into strobe mode, and you press it the last time and it goes off. So it has 4 different modes, and you can see in there, and I'll cover it for a second so that we can see the ring glow. You see there, it does have a glowing ring. Other than that, you have some more features here on the side, which I like, because this can kind of be used as like a flare or some type of signaling device. So you'd have to long press it, and there you go, it turns on. Click it again, and it dims just like the head of the flashlight. One more time, and it's off. If you long press and hold, then you go into red strobe, and this is what I was talking about. You can set it on like the side of the road if you're broke down or something. Press it again, and it goes into just a flashing mode, and one more time, and it's off. So short press, and again, these are very bright. I'm very impressed with the lighting. All right, so in the next video or next slides, you're gonna see some tests that I went through. I tested out the compass, the seatbelt cutter, and the glass breaker. Like I said, I didn't go through the long test of testing this output like I did on the 4Patriots power cell, but I only did get about half of the rated milliamp hours out of here, about 1000. and a 0.75 maximum draw on the amperage before it internally shut down and was not putting out any more power. So let's go look at those other videos of testing out everything else. Alright, we got my satellite watch here. We're showing north 0 to 1 degree. We're going to set the HaloXT compass down and we're going to see if it will read. And as you can see, it is pointing in the general direction of north. Tap it a few times to make sure. And we do see it rotating back around. You gotta have it on a fairly even surface for it to work right, because it is on a little pin in there, but it seems to be extremely accurate. And as you can see, the compass went right back towards the direction of the watch, which is facing north. We'll do it one more time. And that was me shaking it. Give it a tap to make sure it's going to center. And like I said, it's on a little pin, so sometimes from jotting it around, that pin might not be perfect. And you just... there we are. It is fairly accurate. You can see it goes right back to north. Alright, at least we know the compass works well. Alright, we're going to test the glass breaker out on a beer bottle. I don't want to smash one of my windshields, so we'll just try it on this real quick. See what happens. I got it in a box because I don't want to make a mess. Let me get this thing situated against the wall here. You can see the glass. And we'll see what happens. Wrap this lanyard around my hand so I don't lose the darn thing. Alright. Give it one good whack. Oh, and it worked. So that thing pretty much shattered the glass instantly. Minimal little marks on the metal there at the end. But as you know, beer bottle glass is pretty decent, so I have no doubts that this will shatter a windshield. Alright, we're going to test out the super strong magnet they claim on the side here. And it does. It holds the flashlight. So. And it's sliding out because paint here is smooth, but it definitely grabs on. Alright, here we have a standard automotive seatbelt, and on the HaloXT we have a seatbelt cutter. So let's see exactly how well this thing cuts. I have it strapped into a vise. So this would be simulating like if the seatbelt got locked down on you in the car and you had to cut yourself out. Alright, that cut pretty easy. As you can see, it cut right through that. So the seatbelt cutter does work. Okay, as you've seen in the test videos, everything worked properly. The compass is fairly accurate. The window glass breaker shatters a beer bottle very easily, so I have no doubt that it will break a window in a car. The seatbelt cutter cut through extremely easy. The flashlights are bright. You have several different options. The only downside, and I'm not going to list it as a downside because it still will get you emergency power, is this little charging port here. What I've noticed is a lot of these are rated at about half. The same thing with that power cell is about half, a little more than half. Now that could just because I was trying to draw down over an amp, but it will get you emergency power to make a life-saving phone call if you need it. So I think this is a good device to keep in your car and have just in case of emergencies. And the little solar cell here, don't expect it to power the charger or anything like that over any short period of time. This is a very low wattage panel, maybe 1 watt or so, but it will produce enough power to charge up the flashlight to get you to go around at night for a little while. So overall, I do recommend this product, and it will be a good tool to keep in your car in case there's an emergency. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.